You're listening to the Faeries and Folklore podcast by Ronel. I'm dark fantasy author Ronel Janse van Vuuren. With nearly a decade of digging around in dusty folklore books, researching creatures of imagination that ignited my curiosity, I'm here to share the folklore in a nutshell and how I reimagined it for my writing in An Origin of the Fae. This is the Faeries and Folklore podcast. Hi, I'm your host, Ronel Janse van Vuuren. You can just call me Ronel. In today's episode, we're continuing our exploration of the Faerie. This episode is brought to you by my book, Once, Tales, Myths and Legends of Faerie, available in ebook, paperback and audiobook. Go to ronelthemythmaker.com/my-books for more. We are continuing our exploration of the power players of Faerie. Today's Faerie, the Raven Faerie, Morrigan. Folklore in a nutshell by Ronel. The Morrigan is a figure from Irish mythology, translated as Great Queen, Sea Queen, Terrifying Queen, or Phantom Queen. She is associated with war and fate, and can be seen encouraging warriors to do brave deeds during battle. She also brings fear and confusion to battles. At times she is seen washing the blood-stained clothes of those fated to die, much like the washerwoman, a type of banshee from Scottish folklore. The Morrigan is often depicted as a trio of sisters, usually Barbed, Mocha, and Main. It is believed, though, that these are all names for the same goddess, just at different aspects. For example, when she foretells death and victory in battle, it is usually in the form of a crow, the Barbed. She is often considered a triple goddess, mostly because of the Celtic significance of threeness, and because in the tales told of her, she turns into a lovely young maiden, a queen fit for battle, and an old crone. She is seen as the guardian of earth and its people. Depending on her mood, depends on the clan protected. She is a headstrong, passionate goddess who does as she pleases. She is also the wife of Dachta, the king of the underworld. As shown in the tale of Morrigan and Cuchulainn, she is adept at shape-shifting and can be quite vengeful when scorned. Some Celtic scholars have tried to link Morrigan with Morgan le Fay. We all know, though, these are two separate women with their own agendas. No matter what you want to call her, battle is a business, and you'd better beware. And now for my interpretation of the Fae. In An Origin of the Fae, Morrigan, the Crow Faerie, the Raven Faerie, War, the Triple Goddess. She goes by many names and answers to no one. She has power over battles, turning cowards brave, striking fear into the hearts of the brave, making fights go the way she wants, and causing them at a whim. Crows are drawn to her. They are carrion birds and are well fed wherever she is. She can turn into a flock of crows. She always wears black. Once, Morrigan and Dachta were romantically involved. Only fairy dogs, Kushi, can withstand her powers and neutralize its effects on others if need be. During the time of the rift, the Kushi Alpha, Amber, bound Morrigan's powers for stepping out of line and causing her mother's death. She has been plotting a revenge ever since. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of the Faeries and Folklore podcast and that you've learned something new about Faerie. Remember that you can get a transcript of this episode in the description. If you're new to the podcast, why not go and grab your free copy of Unseen, the second book in the fairy tale series, on my website, ronelthemythmaker.com. Loads of folklore, magic, and danger await. Take care.